Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another Informed Player Review with me, your boy FifaWonder. As you can see guys, we will be looking at Informed Wesley Sneijder. But before we get into the review, as always, I'd like to give a massive shout out to myfootcoins.com. So please go check them out, their link will be in the description below. So, Wesley Sneijder and his 85 rated centre attacking mid card. What did I think? Well, he was very, very good. You know, obviously by looking at his card, you can tell he's going to be great at cam. He's got the pace, he's got incredible dribbling, he's got good shooting and good, well, better than good, I should say. He's got insane passing. You know, really exactly what you want from a cam. He's very creative and he can shoot from outside the box. You know, his long shots are incredible. He's got 93 long shots and 95 shot power. And he's also got a 5-star weak foot, so he can sort of replicate that on both feet, which is really nice. Another great feature about him is his passing, obviously. You know, he's got 91 short passing and 93 long passing. So you are going to create an awful lot of opportunities for your teammates, as he did there with a killer pass, you know, which sets up Gervinho's goal there for the cutback. You know, all made by Sneijder's movement and passing into the forward areas there. Another great feature is his dribbling. You know, with his dribbling, you're able to sort of free up that space to get a good shot off. You know, especially in the box, quick little touch, you know, gets it out of his feet easily, you know, to score there in that clip. But, you know, his dribbling in general was just really, really good. You know, really easy to avoid players. And like I said, get a good shot off or a killer through pass. You know, so obviously helps out with his good attributes there. As you can see, sort of dribbled it there. You know, was able to free up the space to get that shot off. Was a bit unlucky that the keeper saved it. But, you know, did well. Just keeps it very close. Gets the shot away. On another day, that flies in. He does have the long passer and long shot taker traits, which are really good. As well as 3-star skills and 5-star weak foot, as I mentioned earlier. Currently going for 31k on Xbox, 30 on PS3. I would expect that to fall to around 25k on both consoles very soon. So he's an absolute bargain. Another great thing about the card is that he is so cheap. The reason why he is so cheap, and we move on to the cons now, is his positioning for me I felt was a little bit deep. Playing him at cam with his medium attacking work rate, tended to find that he sort of dropped a bit deeper than maybe I would have liked to. Maybe that's just me being a bit picky. You know, he was in the right areas more often than not, but, you know, just sometimes when it was quite frustrating, you would find him a little bit deeper than where you maybe would have liked him. Because he's got such a great card, you want him, you know, fairly you know, up the pitch. You know, you want him around the box to make things happen and to score the goals. So when he does drop deeper, it is a little bit frustrating. The biggest thing about the card for me that really annoyed me was how weak he was. Any defender or midfielder who's near him is probably going to push him off the ball. You know, played against a lot of formations where they had CDMs, and that sort of limited the space down for him. And players like Fellaini and, you know, big, strong centre-backs like Kabul just had a field day with Sneijder. So easy to push off the ball. I think there's only sort of one clip nearer the end where, I think it's this one here, where he actually holds off Ferdinand, I think there, quite well. Carrick even, sorry. Holds off Carrick quite well, and that was a rarity, I've got to say. Most of the time you'd see Carrick push him to the floor, get the ball and pass it on, and you'd lose possession. You know, so I was a bit annoyed with how weak he was. Obviously, his strength is only 64. Does have decent balance, which is quite good, so he can sort of ride a challenge or two. Another bad thing about the card was his poor finishing. Inside the box, that is. Obviously, long shots are pretty well covered, but he only has 69 finishing. He does have the 5-star weak foot, so you are able to sort of, you know, move it onto each foot, which sort of helps his shooting inside the box. But the 69 finishing, I just would not advise you to finesse at all. Always hammer it. He's got the 95 shot power. So if you do get inside the box, create a one-on-one with this guy, just blast it. Is the best option you can do. Obviously, rubbish defending and heading. He's not going to be that great in those sort of areas, but playing him at cam, you're not really going to notice that too much. The only other bad point about this card, and probably the reason why it's so cheap and the reason why it put me off, was his league. FIFA have only included Galatasaray in this league, so it really cuts down your options for chemistry links to him, unless you play him in a more or less Dutch team. You sort of work the Dutch connection. Is the only sort of saving grace to Sneijder that he has a pretty decent nationality, so you can work some good links in there. But overall, I would give him 7 out of 10. Maybe a little bit harsh. Maybe could boost that up to about 8. But there are a few things that annoyed me with the card, and I think that's why he's so cheap. But there are so many positives, so he's definitely worth going out and trying. And if you can fit him into your team well, I think you'll have a great player on your hands. So I hope you enjoyed this review, guys. Please hit like, subscribe for more, and peace.